party office in Pugaboto. Addressing the gathering, General Secretary Abu Mehta sounded optimistic to claim power in 2023. What comes as big relief for state government employees? Nagaland government set to release the pending salaries of employees by August 16. State Finance Department cites resource crunch as the reason for the delay in release of salary. Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. This is your anchor Ravinya Lama and you're watching English Prime Time. Now I shall read the news in details. Reacting to NPCC President K. Terry's statement on NDPP to march with BJP after 2023 Assembly election, Chief Minister Nltv clarified that according to NDPP Legislature Party leader, there never was any discussion on merger with BJP. Rio said that the claims of Terry is not just a rumor but cook up his own story. He further highlighted that since 2003, NDPP began its alliance with BJP and will uphold to continue the alliance as it is. Rio's statement come after NPCC President Terry claimed that NDPP leader assured central BJP leaders for merge after the State Assembly election as if NDPP merged with BJP before the election. There might be possible chances of revolt in the state. Rio further clarified on Terry accusation and said that he had never demanded for state election to be held on December 2022. Rio opined that they don't know what government of India is thinking, but they would prefer to have election on time. Following Chief Minister Nltv's denouncement of the claim made by Nagaland Pradesh Congress that National Democratic Progressive Party is heading for a merger with BJP after the 2023 Assembly election on Saturday, NPCC President K. Terry took a subtle dig at the Chief Minister by saying that Rio's clarification is difficult to trust. Issuing a press release, Terry said that there are numerous factors that establish the claims. Those were met by him during the August 11 press conference in Kohima. Sticking to his previous claim, Terry pointed out that finalizing the seat-sharing deal 7 months before the election, that too without signatures of precedent from both NDPP and state BJP, is unusual and clearly hint that the deal was done in a hurry with a given assurance to BJP by NDPP that it will merge with the Saffron Party once election is over and they return to power. Terry reiterated that at a time when BJP workers put pressure on its leader to fight the election on its own, NDPP took BJP in confidence that by following seat-sharing formula and post-election merger, it will provide BJP the best possible way to form a government in a Christian state of Nagaland. He further put the argument that the U-turn taken by Deputy CM Y. Patton, NDPP over the seat-sharing deal also proved that things were not transparent in the beginning. However, as merger proposal reached to ears of state BJP leadership, they cooled down. Moreover, NDPP President C. Chingwang Konyak calling the move historic and state BJP President Temjanim Nalong welcoming the deal, tough not being signatory of the deal, also cement Terry's claim. Terry further said that seat-sharing deal cannot be attributed to implementation of political solution. Seat-sharing has killed the aspiration of the people for settlement. Questioning the sincerity and commitment of UDA, Terry went on to say, if there is any sincerity and commitment, the Parliamentary Committee and the entire 60 MLS strong delegation should present the 16 July 2022 Parliamentary Committee meeting resolution to Prime Minister and Union Home Minister and express the aspiration of the people, claiming that Rio's purpose of meeting with Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi recently was only to finalize the seat sharing and not to discuss the Naga political issue. Terry said, If there was any seriousness, the Home Minister should not have announced that all the political problems of Northeast will be resolved after 2024. Amid conundrum over the fate of Naga political solution, the NSCN-IM, it will continue. Say that it will continue with the ceasefire agreement signed with the Government of India 25 years ago, while the talks for a permanent peace accord is on progress. The faction maintained that a political dialogues with mutual understanding is key for an amicable outcome in the interest of all. Moreover, all completion of 25 years of the ceasefire agreement, NSCN-IM came out with a booklet to mark the ceasefire agreement for a period of 25 years. The ceasefire monitoring cell of the NSCN said it would ensure that the group maintained the agreed ceasefire ground rules in letter and spirit to support the political dialogues for a logical conclusion. Notably, this year in the month of April, the centre extended the ceasefire agreement signed with other Nagas group for 1 more year. However, the final solution is yet to see the light of the day, with NSCN-IM remaining firm on its demand for a separate flag and constitution of the Naga people. On Saturday, NDPP office was inaugurated at Town Hall Pugaboto in Zunaboto. NDPP Secretary General Abu Mehta graced program as inaugural chief guest. A short speech was delivered by advisor NDPP Pugaboto Regent Vihoto Shoher. NDPP Nagaland Treasurer CEB John Muri and MLA Vikeho Su. Abu Mehta in his speech said that the people of Pugaboto has been sacrificing for the people of Nagas, which is so inspiring to witness. He also said that the NDPP party is a serious party and the foundation is rooted with Naga regionalism. In addition, he mentioned that the NDPP has some of the best leadership not only in Nagaland but in the region and country. NDPP also extends full support to Parliamentary Committee and Core Committee on Naga political issue.
How long Nagaland and Nagas will be known for the wrong reasons? How long we will be known for violence, insurgency and AK-47s? Today, Nagaland has to be known for the right things, for the success of our youth, for the winning of our sportspersons, for the performances of our artists. Today, Naga success story, Naga achievement, Naga youth laga talent, और Naga youth laga excellence बड़ा Naga do famous हो लगे. My elder speaker, Mr. Yutachi, has said, Nagas are a unique people. We are a proud race. The uniqueness of Nagas are recognized and stated not by us, but it is Government of India, Prime Minister Vajpayee, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who have recognized the unique history and culture of the Naga people. Today, Nagas have to be known for the right things.
NDPP General Secretary Abu Mehta on Saturday, while addressing the gathering as the chief guest during the inaugural program of Pugaboto NDPP office, stated that Pugaboto area is widely regarded to be a historical and legendary place among the Nagas. Mehta also added that people from Pugaboto have sacrificed and contributed a lot for the Nagas in general. Mehta stated that NDPP political party is a serious political party and not a party that was formed for the sake of it. Prior to forming the party, discussions, meetings and several decisions were made collectively by all the Nagas leaders who believed that a new regional political was much needed in the state. Mehta also added that NDPP is rooted in Naga regionalism and has rooted in Naga regionalism with a national outlook. Met also claimed that NDPP party is blessed with some OG, the best leadership not only in Nagaland but in the region and the country as well. Met also stated that the NDPP party extends its full support to the Parliamentary Committee and the Core Committee on Naga political issue, focusing on the importance of youth in Nagaland. Mehta stated that Nagas today need dynamic good leaders who have a clear vision for the youth and the upcoming generation. Mehta also claimed that Nagas today should be known for not for violence and all the wrong things, but should be known for the success story of Nagas, achievement of Nagas, talent of the Naga youth and excellence of the Naga youth. Nagaland government is set to release the pending salaries of the government employees by August 16. Notably, Additional Chief Secretary and Finance Commissioner Sentianga Imchan informed about the development and further added that the delay in release of salary was due to resource crunch. Meanwhile, Imchan mentioned that release of salaries dependent on the state government resources, position and also dependent on balance account with the Reserve Bank of India. The Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha Tiranga on Saturday organized a bike rally which was flagged off at Taiku Clock Tower in Dimapur at around 8 a.m. Before starting the journey, Tovihoto explained about the rally and the purpose of Har Ghar Tiranga and told the public that since we are celebrating 75 years of independence, we as citizens of the nation, we should put our national flag in each and every household to honor it. The rally was led by Tovihoto and began from Taiku to Bhoginala, to Duncan Road to Overbridge at Supermarket and from there back to Taiku. Later, the president of BJYM, Hosheto, explained that there will be 4 rallies, 3 at Dimapur and 1 at Mogochong, all organized by the BJYM. The first rally was led by Tovihoto, the second and third will be led by Shri Jacob Zimobi.
Okay, আজি তো Har Ghar Tiranga যোনটো মুভমেন্ট শুরু করেছে এটু লাগা অ্যাক্টিভিটিস হয়ে আছে অ্যাক্রস দ্য কান্ট্রি আর ডিমাপুরতে বি অ্যাক্রস স্টেট বি করে আছে কিন্তু আজি আমাখান ডিমাপুরতে করাটো আমার BJYM নাগাল্যান্ড আর মন্ডল মিলাই কিনা তো Har Ghar Tiranga লাগা মুভমেন্টে আমাখান এইটো বাইক রিলি করে আছে আজি 13th so this is just to spread across the state. Ito our national flag to ekdom symbolic ase. Aro 75th year celebration Indian independence celebration obote. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. Ito laga nambra. Ito our Indian national flag to himan.
The Angami Student Union termed Kohima Deputy Commissioner mandatory order of hoisting the tricolour in every house as dictatorial in nature. The union, through a press release, remarked that Nagas cannot be told to follow something which is extraterrestrial to our culture and natural existence. ASU also questioned why each and every citizen are forced to purchase the flag supposedly through deduction of government fund meant for the villagers as well as forcible sale in business establishment. The union further opined that hoisting of flag should be at one's liberty and not forceful imposition. Union further stated that Nagas declare its independence to the United Nations on August 14, 1947 and continues to celebrate Naga Independence Day by hoisting Naga national flag on August 14 every year. Nagas cannot afford to host 2 national flags together on the same day to celebrate 2 separate occasions. It therefore asks the DC to refrain from imposing mandatory purchase of flag in Angami homeland and also appeal to all Naga brethren to denounce this unethical order and stay united to parrot the aspiration and determination of the Nagas. The Western Sumiho urged the Nagaland state government to ensure the lifting of the blockade of KV village by the Nagaland Ziliang People's Organization within 24 hours. The WSH will enforce an indefinite ban of the entire Dansilipar subdivision and take remedial steps to rescue KV village from the unjustified blockade. On the occasion of Har Ghar Tiranga to commemorate India's 75th Independence Day, the 7th Assam Rifle Battalion Gaspani organized a rally cum marathon on Saturday. The battalion informed that the program will continue till 15th of August 2022. Reportedly, the event was participation of youth from Gaspani, Perima, Pepema, Aloto and Mazafima, while GBS and police department also took part at the event. An officer of 7 Assam Rifle Battalion informed that 140 youths are being trained for Agnipath scheme and for other defense services. Meanwhile, Relicom Marathon started from Perimato to run till 7 Assam Rifle Camp, Gaspani. On Saturday, under the leadership of Ward Chairman Executive members of both Bazaar A and B Ward, a total of 160 members came forward voluntarily to repair the road that leads to Community Health Center, Tobu. This initiative was taken by both the wards, keeping in mind the hardship faced by serious patients and pregnant women to reach the CHC Tobu in time. The ward leaders said that the members of Bazaar A and B were ready to volunteer themselves to repair the road as it is the only road that leads to CHC. They also mentioned that we should not only wait for the government to repair. It is the responsibility of every public to initiate for such work. A sports meet cum debate competition, which was organized by Dimapur Naga Student Union from 10th August, concluded on Saturday. On the last day, a debate competition was conducted among 12 tribal student unions at Batesta Higher Secondary School in Dimapur on the topic, "An unhealthy paradigm movement has emerged in today's age. It's diverging the movement through nature." The panel of judges for the debate competition included Naga People's Movement for Human Rights, Ningolo Krome Forum of Naga Reconciliation, Convener Reverend Dr. Watiayo, Naga Student Federation former President Achumbe Mokikon, and DNSU and NSF former President V. Pusika Omi. DNSU President Moayangar Jamir in his keynote said that the Nagas have been forced to remain unsuccessful in the struggle for one people, one nation. He added that it had been more than 10 decades of political crusade and struggle where Nagas have been either forced or intimidated to remain unsuccessful in the struggle. He also informed that with all this in mind, DNSU believed that conducting a debate would help the younger generation and elders to be ignited with a sense of responsibility towards the unity and progress of Nagas as one people, one nation. He further emphasized that it would also be a meaningful platform to highlight the history of Naga national political movement because many of the student community or generation today are ignorant of our history, and we believe it must be known by every Nagas. In the solidarity message, NSF President Kekwehung Tab lauded the initiative of DNSU and said such activities should be conducted in order to broaden the minds of the student. Earlier, the debate began with 6 participants, each from motion and against. The best debater motion was awarded to Visimetio Nagi, while Libong Waling was declared best debater against. Meanwhile, against the motion was declared winner of the competition.
On behalf of the office of Dimapur Naga Students Union, at this others gathering, I would like to first thank you all for supporting the union for this debate competition, and also would like to recognize the great effort of my executive, who have worked very hard to prepare for this debate competition, particularly in conceptualizing its substances. Let me draw your attention towards this topic of today's evening debate competition. An unhealthy paradigm shift in the history of Naga political movement has emerged in today's age. It's diverging the movement's true nature. From its advent and emergence in the year 1918, the Naga national or political movement has taken a myriad of changes and transformations. It has been more than 10 decades of political crusade and struggles, where Nagas have been either forced or intimidated to remain unsuccessful in our struggle for one people, one nation. In the process, the Naga family has been divided.
Chief Minister Neferio held a review meeting on Friday at the Bamboo Hall, Kisama, with all the line sectoral department to kickstart the preparation of Hornbill Festival 2022. Rio, while addressing the gathering, mentioned that there should be focus on basic amenities for visitors and travelers. Rio also stated that tourist accommodation and facilities should be designated by the department. Meanwhile, Advisor Tourism, Art and Culture H. Kehovi Yaptomi mentioned about the benefits of the Hornbill Festival and how it has been helping small business owners to boost their economy. Furthermore, various departments also highlighted the work being done presently at Kisama to give a facelift and to provide better amenities to the people during the festivals. The Northeast Health Services Private Limited launched its Northeast India First One-Stop Solution for Patients in Kohima on Saturday. Special guest of the launching program was Principal Director of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. K. Vikato Kinimi. While Advisor Tafma Teja Meru unveiled the health benefit card at Red Cross Building, Kohima. Speaking at the event, Dr. K. Vikato Kinimi said that though the state has medical facilities, there are patients who has to go outside the state for treatment, and such health services will be very important and helpful for them. It is to be mentioned that the directors Shyamanga Kashyap and Akum Naro Imsong, also with manager Rishabhi Barakotuki, started that the company on a mission to help people from the remotest of area to get quality medical treatment while saving their time, money and hassle. Northeast Health Services Private Limited is Northeast India's first one-stop solution for patients coming to Guwahati and Delhi for treatment, with customized end-to-end services such as transportation, food and lodging, doctor's appointment, personal assistance, sample and report collection, city tour and recreation and more. It may be further mentioned that Northeast Health Services have been shortlisted for the Nagaland Startup Competition 2022 under Startup Nagaland.
Shortlisted in the Nagaland startup, so I think they deserve a big hand. It is my wish and prayer that you go on to win this competition, so that your activities are augmented, so that you can reach more heights and more people with your vision and mission. So I wish you all the best. Just a personal story. Last year I was hit by COVID, and followed very soon. I had a really serious heart problem right after that, and I had to go outside the state. So I know exactly how it feels and how the value of getting into the right hands to lead you so that you save time, you save money, and above everything, you recover fast. So this is absolutely so valuable, the Northeast Health Services at the right time. And I think this is a very noble venture and a mission that you have taken upon. And I just want to congratulate you and thank you and your wife for sort of coming up with this concept to help entire state of the Northeast region but I'm sure a lot of
Nagaland Board of School Education has rationalized topics in the core subject of social science, mathematics and science for class 9 and 10, in line with National Council of Education Research and Training syllabus. Notably, the decision was taken keeping in mind the National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes on reducing the content load and providing opportunities for experiential learning with creative mindset. Meanwhile, the board informed that rationalized syllabus would be effective from the academic session 2022, upon which all heads of institution have been directed to note the change and disseminate it to responsible subject teachers. Furthermore, the syllabus will be hosted in the board portal, while the topics of content will not be assessed in the final examination. On Saturday, a mosque in collaboration with Sangjam Village Council had a mass social work with the team Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to celebrate the 75th years of India's independence. Meanwhile, the work involved cleaning up village panchayat hall, roads, footpaths, tape, cutting and trimming trees and plants, picking up bottles, plastic and tobacco covers in respect of Har Ghar Tiranga. National flags were also distributed among the people. In view of the increase in the number of vehicle accidents along the Kohima-Dimapur National Highway, including private and commercial vehicles, Nagaland Police has been conducting enforcement drive against violators along the National Highway in Dimapur as well as in Kohima for the past few weeks. SP Crime and PRO Police Headquarters in a press release notified the public on the various offences under the Motor Vehicle Act 1988. First offence rupees 500, second offence rupees 1,500, driving without license rupees 5,000, over speeding for small vehicles rupees 1,000, heavy passenger or goods vehicles rupees 2,000, penalty for dangerous driving, drunken driving, using vehicles without registration, using without permit, penalty for not wearing helmet will also be penalized. The Nagaland Police appeal to the general public to follow the provision of the law and to pay the fine only under proper challan and to the authorized police officer only. Public can also contact Nagaland Police Officer from Call Your Cop mobile app. Nagaland recorded 6 fresh COVID-19 cases on Friday while no deaths were reported. Notably, 3 fresh cases were from Dimapur, 2 from Mon and 1 from Kohima, which took the total case load to 35,865. It may also be mentioned that state active cases stood at 45 while the death toll remained unchanged at 773. Meanwhile, India also recorded 15,815 new cases and 68 patients succumbed to the infection in the last 24 hours. A program on free medical camp cum awareness under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav was held at Ragoilong Colony in Dimapur on Saturday. The medical camp was organized by the Regional Ayurvedic Research Center, Dimapur, in collaboration with Community Avenue Network Youth. The team distributed free Ayurvedic medicines and shared information on how the medicine helped to fight diseases and boost one's immune system. Under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the team of Regional Ayurvedic Research Center has already distributed to 75 lakhs people all over India, while it is to be mentioned that the Nagaland state has been targeted with minimum of 50,000 and since September 2021. It has already distributed 49,500 medicine till date.
Center, Dimapur. It is one of the unit of CCRS, that is Central Council of Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, under the Ministry of Ayush. Under this Ministry of Ayush have planned under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, India at 75, to distribute near about 75 lakh people some of the immunomodulators and the prophylactic medicine.
At the outset of crime and investigation, the Union Home Minister Medal for Excellence in Investigation 2022 selected 10 people officials from the northeastern state, including 1 from Nagaland. Additional SP Tulakha K. Sumi. The medal was constituted in 2018 with objective to promote high professional standard of investigation of crime and to recognize such excellence in investigation. Among other personnel receiving this award includes 15 from CBI, 11 from Maharashtra, 10 each from Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, 8 each from Kerala, Rajasthan and West Bengal, and the remaining from the other state, union territories, organization and 28 women police officers. On Saturday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with all medal winner of the Commonwealth Games 2022 at his official residence. This is the first time the Prime Minister physically interacted with the winners of the Commonwealth Games after their spectacular performance in Birmingham. Prime Minister Modi said that the athletes strengthened spirit of Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. He even mentioned that we made two major achievements in field of sports history: performance in CWG and organizing first chess Olympiad in India. Modi also encouraged youth not to do better only in sport but also in other sectors. On Thursday, a search operation was resumed for 17 people who are still missing after the boat capsized in the Yamuna River in Uttar Pradesh, Banda district. According to the sources, the boat carrying 30 to 40 people was going from Fatehpur to Marka village. After resuming search operation by the NDRF and SDRF, 8 more bodies were recovered and the total number of bodies gone up to 11. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath announces financial assistance of Rs 4 lakh to the deceased families. Chandigarh witnessed a new world record for having the largest human waving the national flag of India in a cricket stadium in Sector 16 on August 9. The Union Territory got its name registered in the Guinness World Record attempt as it observed the largest human chain forming the tricolour to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, marking India's 75th years of independence. The human chain was formed by 7,500 students who dressed up in the form of Tiranga in 2017. UAE achieved the records for the largest human image of a waving national flag with 4,130 people. However, India has broken the record comfortably with over 5,885 young boys and girls forming the world's largest human image of waving national flag. A total of 5 people have died in Baulpur village in Bihar, Saran district in suspicious circumstances of consuming spurious liquor. An official said on Saturday it is being said that this person died after consuming alcohol. However, it is not yet confirmed if they actually drank it. Meanwhile, the incident took place on August 11. Reportedly, 3 people were admitted to the hospital as they were reported sick, while the bodies of the 2 among the 5 deceased were sent for postmortem at the Sarang hospital, while around 10 to 12 people were arrested on Friday night after the police personnel raided the premises of the Marhaura area. Following the incident, the Saran district magistrate and superintendent of police met the victim at Sadar Hospital. The official also collected information from the villagers and the families as part of their investigation. The victims were being treated at the Patna Medical College and Hospital, and a team of doctors and paramedical staff had been dispatched to the village to ascertain the cause of death. After author Salman Rushdie was stabbed in the neck and abdomen at an event in New York on Friday, he has been kept on a ventilator and is unable to speak. He might even lose one of his eyes. Reacting against the attack, exiled Bangladeshi author Taslima Nasreen on Friday said that she is worried after knowing how Salman Rushdie was taped and said, if this can happen to Rushdie in the West, then anyone who is critical of Islam can be attacked. Taslima tweet, true Muslims follow their holy script religiously and they attack the critics of Islam. Fake Muslim believes in humanity and they are against violence. We want fake Muslim to grow. Reportedly, the attackers of Salman Rushdie has been identified as 24-year-old Hadi Matra from New Jersey. Since the publication of his fourth novel, The Satanic Verses in 1988, Salman Rushdie has faced that threat. For decades, the Indian-born novelist became a U.S. citizen in 2016 and has been living in New York City. This is all for now. For more updates, keep watching Nltv.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुंचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम क्यों नहीं करते, निप्को ताज का एक टंकी लगा लीजिए।
लेक्चर बंद करो, लगाओ।
मरने दो बुड्ढे को, मेरा क्या जाता है।